Huh? So, bien se digan, ¿qué mira? Aquí in the wilderness they said that we gotta put it. It's church. I'm not saying they done preacher. It's church. Go straight to the rock. You want me eating is a joke, let me show you. And then third you're gonna eat a joke. I don't come, you know. You see me, you come because you poor, that's the I have. I said, you still have to teach a woman, you ain't gotta come now. When she graduates from your class, then you come. You know what I'm saying? No, I can't do this. Oh, well, I can't do this one. Just put in the weapon. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I can blow this up real quick. Yeah. Hey man, I tell you, thing about it. Okay? Get the job and start shooting down guys. Don't play like you fucking Superman or Shazam Boom. Not Shazam Boom. Come on, I'm gonna leave. You know what I'm saying? I can't chew no gun. So I'm riding with God. Right people wrong. I can't chew no gun. I ain't got no teeth. You know what I'm saying, son? Right. I ain't got no teeth. That's for sure. Huh? Yeah. That's for sure. Sure, man. That's what it is. It's for sure. Look at that. Look at that. Drop son of a bitch. Yeah. So, hello. First of all, giving all praises to the God of Abraham, God of Isaac, God of Jacob. With all due respect to the henchmen, mothers of Israel, brothers and sisters, I bid you on the tongue of our forefathers. Shabbat Shalom. Today is Shabbat today. Today is the day, it's not a holiday, right? Today is the day that has been separated from the rest of the day because of the creation. And it has been commanded by God to the children of Israel, only, to observe this day. And there's rules to this day in observing. Because the Most High said he rested and ceased from his work. So in return, we rest and cease from all work. But you gotta know what work is. You gotta know what work is. People think it's just service because it says serve our work. And in the Hebrew it says that covers anything you do to get paid for on that day. That covers labor work. That covers carrying burdens. Okay? That covers using a tool on this day. You can't fix nothing on this day. You can't, let me get the crazy glue, right? And look, we put it in, put it, stick it in, blow on it and leave it for a while. You're working. Well, you can't fix it. That's work. Work. You fix it. You can't fix anything. You cannot set anything up. Set up the chairs, set up the table, set up the books, set up the computer, set up this. You can't set nothing up. The only thing you do fix today is the damn head. Get your head. Get your head together. That's right. Get your head together. Focus on God. Focus on God. You focus on everything else. Your girlfriend, your woman, your wife, your children, your babies. I don't hear nobody focusing on God. Get out of my face, man. Get out of my face. I'll keep any one of you any day. Exactly. All you are the heathens. You focus on everything else except God. Focus on your girlfriend, your wife, your babies, your children. Focus on you. So, you didn't focus on your father and your mother. Bastards. Get out of my face, man. Get out of my face.
Hell off my face. You think the games are so tight. The game's not tight. I'm the best gamer. You know how people are there because I quit. I stopped. I resigned. I am a witness for the district attorney. And the district attorney is God Almighty. I rock with him. I rock with him. Whatever he says is wrong. Whatever is not in that book, let me mention it to me. Let me mention it to me, man. He's serving an alien God. His name is ain't no right. It ain't. Don't mention it to me, man. Don't mention it to me. What do you think of nobody is? Because their lie, what? It's too straight. And I'm going to keep it straight, nigga. Only three of my sons here. You cut down more. But these two, they ain't going nowhere. They're like rock steady. The rest of them will go to hell. Abraham Holland, them go to hell. These are the two right here. They don't talk about me, I'm pop jump to me like them. These two, that's who I rock with. The truth is the light. You either tell it in the dark. Tell it in the bottom of the well, then I rest. You throw my bucket, you come over. Bucket of truth. What spit? What? Spit.
Go to Genesis chapter 15, verse 6.
Genesis chapter 15, verse 6.
Hey, where you what?
Well, she's right here. That was right here.
And he trusted in the Lord, and he counted it to him for righteousness.
He believed in God. The Most High, everything the Most High told Abraham, Abraham believed it. Do you know what belief is? And no matter how it sounds, you may not understand it. You're not trying to understand it. You believe. When you believe, you understand. That's the beginning of understanding. The beginning is the departure from evil. To understand is to depart from evil. The beginning of that is to believe God. Is to believe God. But guess what? I ain't coming down talking to nobody like you did, man. So what is it that you have to believe? The law. The law. Everybody has their own interpretation of the law. Everybody, the whole world, Israelites, Jews, black Jews, Muslims, teachers, scholars, everybody has their own interpretation of the law. Okay? Nobody does it. Everybody has their own interpretation. And in their own interpretation equals not doing the law.
What is not to interpret?
Right.
That really be interpreted by God.
Right.
All you have to do is read and follow. It's so plain and simple. A blind man with wooden eyeglasses will see. So what's your damn problem?
I don't believe.
Don't believe.
I don't believe.
No, they believe the woman. No, they believe the babies, the children. To hell with all of them. I have nothing to do with you, son. So you see, it's empty. I was about to drop a couple of them on people. They couple them to sleep. So you see, it's like this. Now, right, to have it like this, value, but 1, 2, y'all say, 2 or 3. 3 are just real niggas. I got some real niggas with me for the law. That's what counts. I don't need no BS artists around me that you gotta be rebuking and correcting 10 times a day, do you?
No.
I don't need that. Give me 2. Hey, yeah. Are you with me? Give me 2, give me 3. That's some real, that real in the law. You know what I'm saying? Real backbone that want to do this, want to rock. That's all I need. That's all I need, nigga. That's all I need. I don't need no nigga so that you might know that book or not. You can teach me your damn stuff. I don't want the nigga that know the book. I want the nigga that's willing to learn and do. That's all I want. And when you learn too much, and you think you're above your teacher, you go on about your damn business. You can surpass the teacher. Any one of my students from 1970 to now, I'll eat your life. You know why I used to eat your life? The way I live, nigga. Nobody has the heart to walk on this. Nobody has the heart to make covenant with their God, nigga. You make covenant with their woman before you make one with your God. You blasted cowards. Make one with God. Make a debt pact with God. Hell with your woman. The hell with your young woman. You don't care about your woman. She gonna die just like everybody else. Who the hell is she? The hell with her. To hell with mine. They all stink. Unless they're faithful before God and all that.
Right.
That's all I want. That's all I want. You know, cowards around me that venerate the damn woman. You venerate your woman, you go out somewhere else, nigga. So you uplift your woman too damn much. Uplift God. Your woman to hell with her. Uplift God. Who don't like it, you don't have to stream on me either. Because I don't pay my bill by streamers, do I?
No.
Streamers don't pay my bill. I don't care whether you watch or not. My job, my concern is me, my family, my job. Huh? But God tell me I was watching the streamers?
No.
You don't damn streamers. If you want to watch, there's more power to you. You can share more power to you and God bless you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to ride you. I'm not going to ride. I'm too hard for that, son. I'm going to serve my family. When my family turn in the back on God, that's what he sees like this. I got 16 kids. Most of them not here. Then they will go to hell. At the end of the line, at the end of hell, meet Satan. Well, son.
He said, and he believed in the Lord, and he counted it to him for righteousness. Counted it to Abraham. Yo, that's righteousness. That's what the Most High said. The Most High know the hearts of man. He know your every thought before you think. So when Abraham, now the reason why he was counted to him for righteousness is because once you believe something, you're going to act upon it. You're going to follow the orders of it. You're gonna go follow through with it. That's what happens when you believe. So he said, oh wow, this God speaking to me, everything that God told him, and God was telling him stuff that was gonna happen in the future. In the future, he said, yo, this and that, I'm gonna do this for you, I'm gonna do this for you. And he said he believed him. So the Most High said, wow, look at this. This guy believed me. That's righteousness. Because that means once you believe what God said, your belief now means to your heart. Belief is not one day you believe, the next day you not.
Now,
Because Abraham didn't move like that.
those are games.
He
Like
didn't
you
fade
learn,
out.
like you learn in North America by being a nigga.
So
The
he's
nigga
right.
game.
That's right. So he stuck to every command that the Most High gave him. Okay? So that's why it says he believed him and it was counted to him for righteousness. Now, we're going to go to Exodus chapter 4.
Chapter 4.
Yeah.
Top.
Yeah, from the top. Right before this, the Most High is talking to Moses, and he's telling him, I'm positive the king of Egypt ain't gonna let you go. Not by my hand. He said, by my stretched out hand, I will smite Egypt with all my wonders. He's telling Moses the game plan. This is what you call the game plan. Playbook. This is how I'm gonna do it. He's telling Moses what he's gonna do, right? I'll tell you. Exodus chapter 4.
And Moses answered, and he said, but behold, they will not believe me, and they will not hearken to my voice. But they will say, the Lord has not appeared unto you.
He said, they're gonna say, man, God ain't talk to you, man. They ain't talk to you. You know why? They got idols all up in their life.
Who they?
The Israelites. The Israelites.
Oh, the
in
Israelites.
Egypt.
Okay, the Israelites.
That's how the Israelites, that's how they grew up. They grew up in Egypt amongst idols, living amongst idols, praising idols. So Moses knows this. So he said, God, they're not gonna believe me. So that right then and there tells you from the beginning, these people don't believe. These people don't believe. He said they're not gonna believe all this stuff that I'm gonna tell them. That the Most High is gonna come and get them out and stretch the mighty arm or smite Egypt. Because it doesn't look that way to them now. Right now, they're getting beat down, you feel me? So they're like, oh man, God isn't appearing to you because they idled up. It said, and the Lord said unto him, what is in thy hand?
And the Lord said unto him, what is that in thy hand? And he said, a staff. And he said, cast it to the ground. And he cast it to the ground, and it became a serpent. And Moses fled from before it. And the Lord said unto Moses, stretch out thy hand, and seize by its tail. And he stretched out his hand, and he took hold of it, and it became a staff in his hand. In order that they may believe that there has appeared unto thee the Lord.
Now,
the God.
look at the difference here. They had to be shown a rod get turned into a snake, a serpent, right or wrong.
Right.
Abraham didn't need to get shown nothing. You see the difference? That's belief, huh? Neither Isaac, neither Jacob. That's belief. Well, I go on the word alone. I ain't got to see nothing. You ain't got to show me proof nothing. Because why? Most High said it. Whatever, all the commandments of the Most High God are commands. Okay? Commands, they're orders.
No suggestions.
No suggestions. When you don't follow them, you don't believe God.
Even when you say if, you still a command.
That's still right. Because it said if, that means if this go down, then you do this. That the part where he said, then you do this, that's the order.
Every word that come out of God won't.
It's a command.
You take it any other way, say no, it's not a command. You go on like
Yes, you don't believe.
Come near me, man.
You don't believe.
You come near me, you may be my son, but guess what, nigga? At one time I didn't know you. Don't forget that. I didn't know you, nigga. At one time. I didn't know you. I didn't know my friends, I didn't know nobody. God them all together, I knew God before all of them. And I'm stronger than all of them. You know what? Because my mind is made up, nigga. My mind is not made up to have children, to have family, to have babies, to have woman. No. My mind is made up to make it in the whole of my body. And to make it in the whole of my body, that's the quickening. You have to serve God for real in these times where we're alive. You have to really serve Him and get down on your crown. Well, that's your behind. That's what I'm getting now. I have to prove to my guests, to my God. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to prove to my woman, my girlfriend, my friend, none of that. And because unless you have a loyal and truthful friend, you ain't going to turn now. I never turn. I may be harsh. My rule may be hard and firm rule, basing them with God. I never turn, you know. I never turn. Never turn. Never turn. Never turn on my friends. No, never turn. Never turn. Never turn on my friends. None of that. Never. For me, whatever. I never turn, man. I die before I turn. Never turn. Never turn. Never turn. Never turn.
Numbers 14.
What? Don't tell me that, right?
Okay.
You want to
Numbers chapter 14. And all the congregation lifted up their voice and cried aloud. And the people wept in that night. And there murmured against Moses and against Aaron all the children of Israel. And all the congregation said unto them, would that we had died in the land of Egypt, or in this wilderness, would that we had died. And why does the Lord bring us into this land, to fall by the sword? Our wives and our little ones will be afraid. Were it not better for us to return to Egypt?
All that is blasphemy because they're talking against God. Talking against God. Because when you talk about His commandments, remember, no human being made those commandments. Nobody. Nobody. So guess what? Now, I gotta believe this because if not, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. So what they're saying now, oh, this is blasphemy. Because if the Most High tells somebody something, right, they're supposed to believe it. If they don't believe it, then and they talk against it, or talk down, or talk in offense against it, then they have blasphemed the Lord. And that means they don't believe. Because they said, wherefore had the Lord go? He said, why he brought us out here? We should have died in Egypt, or we should have died in the land. So the Most High already told them, I will be your God, and you will be my people, and I will bring you to a land called a little honey. And you will live there, and you will live my laws, and I will be your God. But they didn't want to believe that. So this is why there is talk against. You know what a regime is? A regime is an order that has been set up, and there's procedures that go with it. Once you talk against the way it's done, which is the order or the procedure, right? You talk against the regime. You talk against the government. In this case here, you talking against God. And that's what they're doing. They said, with God,
That's what they are doing.
That's what they did, what they're doing.
And that's what we are doing.
Same thing.
We do that today.
Same thing.
We do that today.
But you say, and the law says, thou shalt not, and you say, no, don't go